She the queen, yeah, that's Queen Esquire. Legal trouble, she getting you out the fire. Another day and she solving another case, cause she litigate with dignity and grace. She the queen, yeah, that's Queen Esquire. Legal trouble, she getting you out the fire. Another day and she solving another case, cause she litigate with dignity and grace.
Hello, 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 my beautiful subscribers, everybody out there. There is a bombshell update in the SHANQUELLA Robinson tragedy. You guys already know that according to our judicial process, there will not be any criminal justice in the legal system. There is still that civil aspect, but you guys, the CABO 6 thought they were going to live their best life and go ahead and go to the club, y'all, and just enjoy life and be able to just be scot-free in the community without no one seeking, as you can say, street justice, y'all. Street justice is starting to take its place in North Carolina, y'all. So Miss Dejanay thought she was living her best life alongside Joya, who didn't go to the trip where Shanquella was brutally murdered, in my opinion, and allegedly. And, Elise went, allegedly Winter Donovan was there. They went to this club, according to North Carolina Beat, right? They thought they were going to live their best life, y'all. And they got their butt served. People went in and inflicted karma on them, beat them up, y'all. Beat them up. They got beat up, y'all. Beat up. Let's take a look at what North Carolina Beat has. And there's actually video footage that North Carolina Beat provides of the beating itself. However, y'all know I cannot play that beating on YouTube, so I will attach it as a link for you to watch for yourself, y'all. But it was intense. I mean, they were beating those girls down. And Joya even got beat up, y'all. And Joya wasn't even a part of this strategy, but because she was in the wrong environment supporting these individuals, she ended up getting beat pretty bad too, y'all. This is crazy. Street justice is starting to take its place. And from what North Carolina Beat is saying is that this is just the beginning. So they think they're going to live their best life in North Carolina. They're going to have to move. They're going to have to up and move, change their identity, because people are coming for their necks, y'all. Let's take a look at this article from North Carolina Beat. Credit to Gerald Jackson. Says video shows street justice met 3 CABO members of the CABO 6 in Greensboro, North Carolina. Here is a still shot of it. Okay. This right here is allegedly Elise. And this over here is allegedly Wildebeest here, Dejanay. She was wearing a blue shirt. Thought they was going to go to the club, y'all, and live their best life. But let's hear what Gerald Jackson had to say. He said, "Child, say it ain't so. It dame sure is. Word on the curb. 3 fools who thought it was safe for them to walk the streets of Carolina after they did to the world's best friend, Shanquella Robinson, was spotted out at Electric Tequila in Greensboro, North Carolina, Wednesday night." This just happened yesterday. This is fresh off the press, y'all. And got hands put on them. And it was pretty brutal, y'all. It was like karma was inflicting itself upon the CABO 3 in this case. "We knew it wouldn't be long before Elise Hyatt, Winter Donovan, and Dejanay Jackson got scratched up from what the streets allege." And they said it's just the beginning, y'all. They are going to wreak havoc on the CABO 6. So now that the judicial system wiped their hands clean, the streets are saying, we have not, and we will go ahead and take justice since the legal system refuses to do their job. That's what people are saying, allegedly. At first, the North Carolina Beat struggled with this video as far as releasing it. But after we watched it and watched, we were able to make out at least 2 members of the CABO 6 in the video getting whipped. Not only that, but people who were there and witnessed it told North Carolina Beat that Hyatt, Donovan, Jackson were the ones in the video getting beat down from amazing grace to a floating opportunity. Now, let me give a disclaimer. I in no way support violence at all. And I don't think street justice is the right route. I think we should do it the legal way, but I cannot control decisions to make, and people have chose to take the law into their own hands. And that is what I'm just reporting on, y'all. I am just the messenger letting y'all know I don't condone violence in any way, but I'm reporting what's going on in the news. In the still shot photo taken from the video, the North Carolina Beat were able to spot Elise Hyatt, allegedly. She is in a gray and white outfit. Now, here is her right here, allegedly. This is supposed to have been Elise Hyatt. You could see her face in straight distress as she is being brutally handed herself. I mean, they were beating them just like allegedly Dejanay beat Shanquella. That is the beating that I saw in that video. They were beating. It was so bad, y'all. I seen one of the girls, Joya. I watched the video myself. One of the girls, Joya, was on the ground, and there were multiple people violently punching this girl. And Joya had nothing to do with it, but because she is supporting these individuals who violently, in my opinion, sat there and watched Shanquella get beat to death, allegedly, in my humble opinion. And again, it's just my opinion with what I saw in the video. And I have to say that because, as you can see, the criminal system is refusing to prosecute because of insufficient evidence as it relates to causation. But with that being said, the karma in that video just made me think back to what happened to Shanquella. And it was as if it was repeating itself and inflicting it upon these individuals. And Miss Dejanay was fighting back in that video. She was punching back, but there were a crowd of people inflicting violence on the wildebeest. The wildebeest tried to fight all them people, but I'm telling you, they all were on her, crowding her in a circle and violently. I mean, guys, I'm describing it to you, what I seen. Violently punching that woman. And she was punching the same force that she did with Shanquella with the group of those people, but she could not handle all them people that were inflicting the violence, y'all. Karma is taking its place. Street violence has arisen, and it is now happening. And y'all, and these people are not going to be able to roam North Carolina without being spotted. They are going to have to up and root themselves, because I tell you, anywhere these people go, thinking they're going to live their best life, clubbing in the streets are going to continue to inflict karma upon them. And the word of God says that when it comes to karma, when you do something to someone, it will happen to you 7 times over. So what they did to Shanquella will not be as severe as the karma that will be inflicted upon them, as sad as it is, y'all. This is just the beginning. It is going to be many, many years, in my humble opinion, of these type of inflictions happening in the community because of the outrage that has happened with the judicial system. The judicial system wiped their hands. But what they have done is they have caused a state of anger to happen and arise upon the community. And now the community has said, we will go ahead and we will inflict our own form and description and definition of justice, which they have defined as street justice, which has unfolded. It was violent, y'all. I got to give you guys this link, because when you watch that video, y'all, you will see what I am saying. It was a very brutal thing. And now y'all know this lady, it's blurry. This photo is blurry, but that to me looked just like wildebeest Dejanay. The nose is very on point, the hairstyle, everything. It's very blurry, but that looked like Dejanay to me. Okay, y'all gonna have to look at this article. I will attach Mr. North Carolina Beats article, so you'll have that. Just go to the description. I'll actually put it in the comments for everybody to have access to that. But let me continue to read this. In another still shot, you will see Dejanay Jackson in a blue shirt, ripped blue jeans, shorts, and whatever the BS she got on. Okay, so here she allegedly is. That looked like her to me, y'all, right here. If I compare the photos, that nose is right on with her nose. Okay. Now it is blurry because this was a still shot. The reason why it's so blurry is because it is a still shot of the beating happening, and someone just took a clip of that. Guys, I'm telling y'all, this is crazy. We initially reported that the lady in the white shirt with leaves on it was Winter Donovan, but it actually is not Winter Donovan. This person is Joya Elise, the friend of Dejanay, Winter, and Elise. Now, Joya was the young lady that was actually supposed to go on the trip with the CABO 6. She canceled, and that is why Shanquella unfortunately took her fate and, basically took her place. And that was where she met her tragic, horrific end. But this was the girl, Joya, that thought, oh, I'm going to go ahead and hang out with these friends that brutally unalived, allegedly, Shanquella, and Joya right here. Joya, y'all, the video I saw, Joya was getting beat down. She was on the street ground, y'all, on the ground, and there was people just violently punching this girl. She was swinging around like a flailing chicken. But, y'all, everybody else was just beating this girl. And I'm like, dang, Joya wasn't even at the trip in CABO 6. But people are saying, if you are going to hang out with the CABO 6 individuals and you are supporting them, well, then you're going to be receiving the same karma that they're receiving. I'm telling you, the streets have spoken, and they have made their decision, and they have made their verdict. Now, the reason why they say that this is why Gerald thinks that this young lady with the flower jumpsuit is Joya is because here she was seen in this photo. Here is a photo of her at a graduation ceremony that happened Wednesday. There was a ceremony. You know, everybody's graduating. It's May. Everybody's graduating from college, high school, everything. And so Joya, here's Joya. She got a little thick, man. She really been eating, y'all. Woo, that girl been eating. Because she was not that thick last time. Let me know in the chat. But anyway, Joya had this photo on her Instagram. This is Joya right here with that same outfit on with her sister. And she was saying in the post, congratulations, sister. She went to her sister's graduation that same day, which was yesterday. This just happened fresh off the press, y'all. She went to that graduation, and that's why they all went out to celebrate this young lady's graduation, right? We have been unable to identify Winter in the video, but witnesses say she was there. Now, when we couldn't find a photo of Winter there, and North Carolina it couldn't, but there are sources that are saying she was there, and she also had herself handed to her too. Yo, this is crazy. We know Elise Hyatt and Dejanay Jackson were there and got beat up, y'all. Beat up. And I'm telling you, I saw the video for my humble self. And my own opinion is, it was like I was seeing SHANQUELLA tragedy times that, triple that, because there were multiple people throwing blows at these women. I mean, it was like a group, it was like a community beating. That's what it was. If I can define that to describe that video, it was a community beating they inflicted on this girl. According to a source involved in the fight, she and her friends were inside Electric Tequila Wednesday night when a woman they recognized as Elise Hyatt asked if one of her friends was recording her. So Elise was trying to be big and bad. See, they think they got away with murder, basically, in my opinion. And so they thought they was big and bad, and somebody was recording them in the Electric Tequila because they was about to put it on their Instagram and say, guess who's at the Electric Tequila? These CABO 6 have the audacity to be up in here living their best life while SHANQUELLA is buried 6 feet under. Oh, no. So here come Elise thinking she big and bad. She going to walk up to the girl and be like, are you recording us? And they were like, are you serious? Do you have the nerve to question me? When I am sitting here in my isolated spot, not even bothering you, now you didn't woke up the sleepy bear, okay? And I'm just reenacting it. I don't know what really happened, y'all, but I'm just thinking what went out, okay? So anyway, she said if they were recording her, right? The woman said she told Hyatt no. After Hyatt walked away thinking she was Miss Big and Bad, the woman said her friend asked her who was that. And she told her, it was the girls who did that SHIT to SHANQUELLA. Ooh, y'all. The woman said after the bar closed, the members of the CABO 6 kept saying SHIT, so she and others went to their ASSs. And this, guys, is the video right here. This is the video. This is the video, y'all. Okay. Now, y'all know I can't play it. I'm gonna play the sound, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the sound so y'all can at least hear the sound. But what I'm gonna do is, don't get mad at me. Listen to my video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this same article into my comment section so you can click on it and immediately go to the video and watch it yourself. Because I don't want YouTube coming for me. Y'all know how YouTube be hating on us, and they don't want us to be great. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push beautiful SHANQUELLA up here as you hear the sounds of justice unfolding in the streets.
She got it. Get my wig from her. Wait, is that your friend?
And y'all, there's actually a part in the video where they snatch off one of the Cabo 3's wigs. I think it was actually Joya's wig. Let me go back to that part. I think it was Joya's wig because they were holding the girl. Y'all, they were holding her wig. They ripped that girl wig completely off, y'all. It was a mess. I really want to play this video, y'all. I want to play it. It's not funny either. It's not funny. This is not funny. I'm not laughing at it. I don't condone violence. I'm just saying, y'all, this justice ain't playing. Karma ain't playing. You do not think that you can go out there and inflict violence on someone. And even if the judicial turns its head away from justice, you don't think the streets are not going to take a unilateral approach and get justice. This is what happens when the judicial system says we are not going to do something. Now, I understand legally there is insufficient evidence, but the problem I have with this situation is they could have charged other crimes. There was a crime that we saw in that video. At least they could have charged aggravated assault, something. But because they have chose to do nothing, the streets have said, we're going to go ahead. And you know the streets are more dramatic than the judicial system. So let's keep going. So I just wanted y'all to know a wig was snatched during this video.
Wait, is that your friend?
So I played just the parts where there were no violence. That's why you saw that little part. And as soon as the violence comes, you know I had to take that off because you know that YouTube will come for me. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at YouTube, but I will give you guys the link. I promise. Just hold on. You're going to get the link. Anywho, let's keep going. So yeah, it was brutal, y'all. It was brutal. On October, and we already know what happened with the refreshing your recollection that on October 29th, Shanquella Robinson was brutally murdered after a video allegedly of Dejanay Jackson brutally assaulting Robinson, Dejanay Jackson, Elise Hyatt, Winter Donovan, Malik Dyer, Khalil Cook, Nazir Wiggins returned to North Carolina saying Robinson had died from alcohol poisoning. Well, we all know that's straight BS. All right. However, an autopsy by the Mexican authorities later revealed that Robinson had been beaten to death, allegedly. The autopsy said Robinson had a severed spinal cord and a broken neck. However, the United States also conducted its own independent autopsy, and they claimed they could not determine the cause of her death and that her neck wasn't actually intact. Okay. On April 12, 2023, the FBI in Charlotte concluded that no charges would be filed in the Robinson death because the United States could not determine a cause of death. Now, that is the conclusory update, y'all. And you guys already have seen a lot of other stuff. I have not gone over all the updates, but there was an interview that was done by the father, and it, to me, made me believe that there is some form of division within the Robinsons family between the father and the mother. It seems like they have two different justices that they're going for, and kind of like a division in certain things that they talk about. And I probably will do an updated video on that because I haven't done it yet. But y'all, it is crazy. Shout out to North Carolina B for giving us this update that street justice is unfolding, y'all. Street justice met these three members, y'all, and it is crazy. Let's see what people had to say about this. People said, wait a minute. So who two dudes was fighting? They was fighting like two women, child. Somebody said, not enough. That girl deserves justice. She will never be home again. Another person says, when it's all said and done, I can guarantee that they're going to wish they had been charged. People are not happy about that outcome, and clearly they should just stay hidden. Right. Send them down to Chicago and they're going to feel a real beat down. Okay. Because this was not as bad as what Shanquella went through. I'm just keeping it real. It was not. Shanquella, man, I'm telling you, it's not. If true, you get it how you live. Only the beginning of their trifling behinds. Joya got whooped the worst, right? And it's crazy, y'all. Joya got the worst beating of them all because actually Dejanay was fighting back in the video. When I give y'all the clip, you will see Dejanay was putting up her hands, y'all. She was still fighting like she beat Shanquella, unfortunately. But there were a bunch of people that were jumping on her. But if it was as if it felt like Joya got the worst. And the person said, all I'm seeing is hands flying everywhere. Someone really needs to sit and do an interview with these girls. In my opinion, they unalived her allegedly and covered it up. But I really want to hear how they try to talk their way out, like what they did to the FBI. I am lost. Someone said, Lord God, the rage in me, please just lock these devils up. Someone said, dang, I wish I was there. They ain't do enough damage. Woo, everybody want their hands at these people. I'm telling you, they better not be in the streets. They gonna have to hire security at this point. Somebody said, weak fight. I did not see any A-whooping. Somebody said, encore. It still ain't good enough for them. They need to receive the same kind of pain they dished out. The street justice they deserve is yet to come. But this was a good appetizer for now. Wow, on that note, I'm going to end on that one because she said this was a good appetizer for now. Y'all, it's crazy in these streets. I'm just saying, I feel as though there's going to be a lot more reporting on the Shanquella Robinson aftermath of this case. This is not the end of the Shanquella Robinson tragedy. There's going to be a lot more of these updates coming along, y'all. Man, woo! Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get off this live, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I know, right? Like Natasha said, Joya got it the worst. Okay, Joya got it the worst. And I don't know how she got it the worst, but she wasn't even there, y'all. But I'm just saying, you support people like this and people go come for you. They probably even more enraged than her for supporting them. Like, why are you with them when you know what they did? And you having their back and you're defending them? Okay, then you're going to get the same justice that we trying to inflict on them. Crazy, y'all. Crazy. Woo! And like Gigi said, this is just the beginning, y'all. So I will be back. I want to do kind of an update and I want to kind of dissect the internal division that I'm seeing unfold, in my humble opinion, between the mother and the sister versus the father. It seems like there's some underlying tension. I don't know. I watched that interview with the father recently, and I was wondering what's really going on with that. I'm just praying somehow that they can, set aside their differences and unify together, because at the end of the day, they're fighting for the same thing, justice for our beloved queen. And I'm going to start addressing her as she is, Queen Shanquella, All right. I love y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this stuff. I will be posting this video in the chat so y'all can have access to it and watch the full thing. I apologize again. I couldn't play it because YouTube be coming for us, y'all. They will strike the whole channel down for that video, so I couldn't do it. All right. I love y'all so much. I miss y'all. I know I haven't been on here. I'm going to be on here a lot more. I needed a break. Your sister was tired, y'all. Tired. All right, I love y'all. Let me know what you think. Please comment on this video and let me know what you think, what kind of justice you think should be happening in this case. Take care. Toodaloo.